Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, January 8th through Sunday, January 14th, 2018. So remember, we're in a brand new year's energy, the first month of the year. You'll want to make sure to watch the monthly angel card reading for January on my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma to see the whole overview of what's in store for this month. It's a powerful first month of the year with 2 full moons, Uranus going direct, so make sure to tune in. So for this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using the Power Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. Actually, it's called the Archangel Power Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Your special message card, depending on your stone of choice this week, is going to be coming from my brand new deck. I used it for the first time in last week's reading. It's the Crystal Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and I really, really like these cards. They have really good messages on them. So let's go ahead and take a look at your stones of choice so you can decide which stone is going to be your special message. Now, I have to say that before I show you the stones of choice, you can see they're all pink here. And this is because this week's astrology has a lot to do with the planet Venus. And of course, one of the things that Venus rules is love and romance and relationships. It also does rule finances and money. But I chose the pink stones because of that relationship kind of signification. So our first stone of choice is called Fantasy Rose Quartz. Now, we've all heard of rose quartz, but when I went to the metaphysical store just a little while ago, they had what's called Fantasy Rose Quartz, and it has more of this shiny, shimmering, mirroring kind of energy to it. It's really a very beautiful stone. The Fantasy Rose Quartz allows you to feel love more intensely and to create stronger bonds with those that you love. It can help to provide vivid and realistic dreams about any fantasies that you have about romantic whims. Your second stone of choice is rhodochrosite, also a love stone. Rhodochrosite is a stone of selfless love and compassion. It helps to attract a soulmate. It's also very good for improving your own sense of self-worth and soothing emotional stress. It can help to enhance your dream state and creativity. And then your last stone of choice is pink opal. Now, the pink opal is really good for healing emotional situations or painful memories regarding relationships, and not just romantic relationships, but this could be friendship relationships or family relationships. Maybe these painful emotions are something that's right now happening in your life, or it could be something from the past as well. But it's a stone of hope. It helps to bring good luck or good fortune, and it helps with great achievement as well. So of course this is relating to the heart chakra, as they all are, of this particular stone, with love and peace and hope. Again, really good for healing emotional things. So your stones of choice again are the Fantasy Rose Quartz, the rhodochrosite, or the pink opal. So let's talk about the astrology for the week. On Tuesday, the 9th of January, we have the Sun connecting with Venus. Now, these two planets are connecting in the sign of Capricorn, so it has a little bit of a more practical, grounded, earthy kind of feeling to it. The sun rules our identity. It rules how we shine our light. The sun can indicate success. It has this kind of bright, sunny energy. Venus, of course, as we said, rules relationships, love, money, finances. It rules our values. It rules our sense of self-worth. So these two planets coming together is going to highlight some of these energies that the planet itself relates to, as well as the idea of them being in Capricorn, which is more about a sense of, again, practicality and groundedness and security. And it actually does focus on career and your life path and your goals and your ambitions. Now, both of these planets, the Sun and Venus coming together, are both going to connect with Pluto as well. So all three of these planets, the Sun, Venus, and Pluto, are all coming together in the sign of Capricorn on Tuesday. Now, the fact that they're connecting with Pluto brings in this idea of transformation. If we're talking about relationships, this can help to really deepen a relationship or transform a relationship. It could transform it on the physical level, on the emotional level, the spiritual level, any of the levels, of course, because Pluto is transmuting old, lower vibrational energies. Pluto is about death and rebirth, so there could be like a rebirth of a feeling within a relationship, or this could mean, again, not just romantic relationships, but maybe we're dealing with transforming something within the family system. Also within the idea that Venus rules money and finances, and of course the Sun there as well, highlighting this or shining its light upon this, this can help to transform our financial state of being. So this can bring in a transformation in regards to money going out or money coming in. Again, we don't really know, but there is a transformation taking place. And in the long run, this is a good thing. Pluto, again, deals with regeneration. So that's where that death and rebirth energy comes in. It's regenerating something, and first there has to be a letting go in order for something new to be coming in. So that could be about death and rebirth of the subconscious ideas and beliefs that you hold, either about money or about love and relationships. So that can be there as well. Pluto is a very deep kind of subconscious clearing, cleansing, transforming, transmuting kind of energy. Then on Thursday the 11th, Mercury, the planet that rules the mental realm, so Mercury rules communications, it rules ideas, it rules thoughts, it rules how we express, and it is moving into the sign of Capricorn. So here we have, again, this Capricorn influence. Mercury in Capricorn is very practical. Again, the sign of Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's logical, practical, motivated, goal-oriented, ambitious, working on matters of career and life path and destiny path, and how can I get to the next step kind of thing. So Mercury here is going to give us new ideas, new ideas as far as moving forward on our life path, a new way of seeing things, a new way of communicating with other people about what we want to accomplish, what we want to manifest, because again, an earth sign like Capricorn, those earth signs are all about manifestation on some level. So we're taking the idea realm of Mercury and we're putting it into Capricorn, this energy of manifestation. On Saturday the 13th, Mercury, which again has just newly gone into Capricorn, is now connecting with Saturn, which is also, again, you guessed it, in Capricorn. Remember, Saturn just went into Capricorn not too long ago, and Saturn is going to be in Capricorn for 2.5 years. Mercury is not going to be there quite so long. Mercury will probably be in Capricorn here for 3 or 4 weeks, depending on its speed of movement. But on Saturday, Mercury and Saturn come together. So again, there's some sort of manifestation of an idea. There's a serious kind of tone to conversations, which doesn't mean a negative tone. It just means more, again, serious, practical. What steps do we need to take? How do we need to outline this? Maybe even making some sort of a plan. Capricorn is really good at making a plan, and so here with Mercury and Saturn coming together, it's a good time to make plans to move forward. Also on Saturday the 13th, and here's where Venus comes back into play, and the Sun as well. Venus on Saturday challenges Uranus. The Sun on Sunday challenges Uranus. Okay, so those two planets, Venus and the Sun, are traveling pretty close together right now, because on Tuesday, the beginning of the week, it connects with Pluto, planet of transformation, change, death, and rebirth. On Saturday and Sunday, Venus and the Sun are in a challenging aspect to Uranus, which is called a square aspect. And Uranus is all about change, redirection, something new. This can be freedom, breaking free of things that hold you back or tie you down, but also freedom to move forward in your most positive way. So this one's a little more tricky, because you never know what you're going to get with Uranus. And with Venus and the Sun squaring Uranus, we might think that because it's a square, a challenging aspect, it's going to bring in some sort of negative expression, but not necessarily. It could just be surprising. You know, Uranus is all about surprises. And even though it might be something we're not expecting, remember, expect the unexpected with Uranus, it still in the long run could be something good. It could be a good surprise, but that it's like very shocking to us in some way. So again, this could be about our sense of how we're shining our light out into the world. Again, the Sun can rule recognition or appreciation from other people. It can be about our self-identity, how we feel about ourselves, and Venus can also be about our self-worth and self-value as well. And then we have the whole money, finances, relationship, and love piece with Venus as well. So there's going to be some sort of transformation, change, redirection with the Venus and the Sun, both with Pluto and Uranus this week. So it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards for the week and see if that can bring any clarification to what we just talked about as far as the astrological energies. So the first card is the Ace of Raphael. Okay, now the Raphael suit in this deck is the Cups, the Ace of Cups. So this is about our emotions. This is about feelings. This is potentially about relationships. And the Ace is always about the beginning of something, a new beginning in the way we feel, a new beginning with our emotions, a new beginning in relationships. And the message at the bottom says, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Okay, so you know, Pluto, again, as I mentioned earlier, is about this deep subconscious, you know, transformation, change of our belief systems at times. And this card is kind of signifying that. The beginning in the way we feel, a transformation in relationships that's taking place. So there's something deep and emotional going on here. And the aces are always usually very positive. I shouldn't say usually, I mean they are. The aces of whatever suit in the tarot deck are positive. It's about, again, this new beginning, new initiation, an unfolding of an energy. And here again, it's in the emotional realm of feelings, which is why we have all this water here surrounding Archangel Raphael. So again, this might be meeting somebody new. This could be a new beginning within an existing relationship because our emotions get deeper, we become closer and more connected. And again, also this can bring in the idea of a new beginning with the financial realm as well. Okay, let's take a look at the second card here, see what we have. Okay, we have another ace. This is the Ace of Michael. So this is the suit of swords, which is the realm of the air, the mental realm. Okay, so swords, air, or Michael is dealing with how we think, how we believe, how we communicate. And again, the ace is a new beginning. So we have a new beginning in the way we're thinking. This week is about new beginnings, apparently, which is interesting because it's not until next week that we're going to have a new moon. Remember, we just had a full moon on January 1st. So now we're in a waning moon cycle, which means the moon is getting smaller and smaller, which is a time of releasing. But it's interesting here that we're having aces coming up, which is a time of new beginning. So we're gearing up for something new when we near that new moon next week in Capricorn. The Ace of Michael says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So I feel like some of us are still trying to kind of make our intention list for the new year, which is fine. Actually preparing for that new moon cycle that starts next week. We're preparing our list now of what do we want to manifest in 2018? What's the next step on our path? What are our intentions for where we're going? What's our plans? That's kind of what the Ace of Michael is talking about. And, you know, a lot of the swords cards, or the suit of air here, you know, sometimes, again, that mental realm is difficult for us to maneuver. You know, our belief systems, sometimes we get into a negative rut of a way of thinking. And they're giving me more information. Slow down, guys. So here we are trying to adjust our beliefs to have more clarity. To me, the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Michael is about having clarity, this new idea, this new way of thinking. The other thing they were talking about, which kind of caused a little confusion there, because I was saying one thing that they were saying and they were already on to the next thing, was this idea about clearing up communications with other people. I feel like, again, still wrapping up the old energies of 2017 or wrapping up these energies from the full moon that we had on January 1st. Again, we're in that waning moon, so it's time to release, let go of challenges or old ways of thinking or being, and part of that might be with other people. Okay, so some of this Venus with Pluto and Venus with Uranus this week could be clearing up those old things with other friendships in our lives or old romantic partners in our lives or even family members that we just don't need to hold on to anymore. It's time to resolve those and let those go. If you can't do it with the other person or persons, do it within yourself. Call in Archangel Michael to cut the cords, pull the cords between you and that person or that karmic thought or belief system or way of being, and free yourself from that. That's the other message that I was getting from that. Now the third card, you can see there's two cards here. And that's because when I pulled a card out for the third card, two cards came out. So Spirit said both of these cards is part of the message for the week, so we're going to turn over this one. Okay, interesting. We have another Raphael or Cups card, the Two of Raphael, which is always about relationships. You can see here we have a man and a woman. Their hands are touching. We've got a sunset in the background, or it could be a sunrise, and I feel like that's part of the message. Sunrise, sunset. It could be either or here that we're talking about. The message at the bottom says two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. I love that. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So again, that last phrase almost has a different meaning than the first two. And that's kind of what I was talking about with Uranus, that you don't know what you're going to get with Uranus. It's going to bring some sort of change, but is it going to free us from something and we need to move on from something old, or is it going to change something, redirect us in a more positive way and surprise us with these blessings, you know? And so I feel like all of you out there are in different circumstances. Maybe it's both. Maybe there's an ending and a releasing that needs to take place and a redirection to move towards the blessing that's coming in at the same time. So this again is about relationships, two people coming together. Again, whether it be romantic, family, friend, or even business. But if it was business, there's an emotional connection to this because it's the cups. It's the suit of cups or Raphael. So we have feelings involved here. We're feeling more connected within this type of relationship. So, you know, they're saying that also 2018, they're wanting me to go back to the universal year energy of 2018. Add those numbers up, 2, 0, 1, and 8. You get the number 11. And if you add the 1 and the 1 of the 11, you get the number 2. So we know that 2018 is a year of relationships, partnerships of all kinds, again, coming together with your soul family of the light, coming together with romantic soulmate partners, coming together with business partners or those of like mind that can help to, you know, recreate the world in a better way, to assist humanity and the earth in a better way. And I feel like that's part of the message too, that this week there might be an attracting of those soulmate individuals or those soul family individuals in your life. I don't know if it'll manifest this week. It could very well, but at the very least, I feel like we're putting out that intention or giving off that energy that it's time to attract those people now into our lives. Let's take a look at this last card that seemed to come out as well. Okay. Okay, so Major Arcana 0, which in this deck is called Leap of Faith with Archangel Metatron. In the traditional tarot, this is the Fool card, which talks about a leap of faith, trusting and taking a leap of faith. The message at the bottom of this says, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. Again, this could have a dual meaning when we place this with the Two of Raphael. This could mean that it's time to change, take a leap of faith, and trust that moving on and releasing something is your best course of action, because you need to believe in yourself and do what's right for you, do what's right in your heart. But this could also be about taking a leap of faith and trusting to move towards this dream of connecting with soul family, connecting with soulmates, connecting with that new significant other, whoever that might be. So definitely we have a positive message here either way, that it's time to start a new path. It's time to create a new beginning for ourselves. It is, again, a new year. 2018 is a new year, and so it is time to move in that new direction. Do what you're passionate about. Do what makes your heart joyful and happy. And, you know, I keep getting this idea of singing. So do what your heart is singing to do. There's something about this creative kind of spiritual song that I, keep hearing in my head. It doesn't necessarily mean it's literal, but it's like this new positive spiritual music that you're here to create this year. So trust and take a leap of faith. Now let's take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So the Fantasy Rose Quartz, we're going to give these a little shuffle, call in the angels of the highest vibration of light. And Fantasy Quartz people, your stone, your crystal angel, is azurite. And it says deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. So the azurite people, now azurite is a third eye stone, really. You can place that on your third eye, and it helps with psychic perceptions and insight. But the message here is going deep into doing some emotional healing. And we do have, again, those 2 cups card, the Ace of Raphael, the 2 of Raphael, that talks about the emotions and the feelings. We have that Pluto and Uranus going on with the Sun and Venus, and that really is transformation that's happening. So those of you that chose that Fantasy Rose Quartz are going to be going through some deep subconscious healing. You can even think about doing some hypnotherapy or maybe some journaling that's going to assist you with this deep emotional healing. Again, releasing from the past. It says healing past experiences, okay? So there's something really special and alchemical that's going on here with you for this week. Okay, let's take a look at the special message for the rhodochrosite people. Okay, let's give that a little shuffle. Rhodochrosite people. Tiger's Eye. That's a beautiful card. Tiger's Eye says self-confidence through God confidence. Self-confidence through God confidence. It says believe in yourself. I think we heard that already. I think the Leap of Faith card actually said that. It said that exactly. Isn't that interesting? The Leap of Faith card, the first sentence says believe in yourself. And then the Tiger's Eye says, believe in yourself. It says, believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. So the idea that you are a part of the universe, you are part of God's source energy, as we all are. And, as such, that means you have the ability to create miracles through being a vehicle for that God source energy. So, Tiger's Eye to me is usually a stone of the mind. And again, this goes with the Ace of Michael card perfectly, the beginning of a new way of thinking. And here we have Tiger's Eye, this stone that deals to me somewhat with the mind, believing yourself, having confidence, having self-assuredness, and allowing those ideas to flow through you, and knowing that those ideas are divinely guided, knowing that those ideas are from some higher realm that you're channeling energies from. And again, you should believe in that and trust that moving forward, knowing that, again, this is a channeling of universal energies that's taking place. And again, having confidence through having God confidence. Beautiful message. And then for those of you that chose the pink opal people, waiting for a card that looks highlighted to me. All right. Both of these cards look highlighted to me. I'm going to choose both of these cards for the pink opal people. And I'm sorry the camera seems to be tipping back and forth here. We have rubellite, passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. Okay, so this is again about, to me, just like the Leap of Faith card says, listen to your heart. This is kind of a different way of phrasing listen to your heart, as it says, you know, passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. So work on what you're passionate about. Move towards what you're passionate about, whether that be career-oriented, home-oriented, where you're living, whether it be business, whether it be relationship, soulmate-related. It's like move towards what you feel purposeful with. Move towards what you feel passionate about doing, being, creating. Let's take a look at the second card, Ruby. Bless your heart. Okay, bless your heart. It says, reach out for the emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So I feel like that one almost comes first. Heal and mend your heart. It's like focusing on this heart chakra, in a sense, balancing the heart chakra, clearing the heart chakra. Again, doing some emotional healing with the heart chakra, because as you do that, then you're moving more towards this passion and purpose, this energy of what you really want to do, who you really want to be, what you really want to experience in this life. So those two go very well together as well. I feel like they're telling me that they want to point out that both of these stones, the ruby and the rubellite, both begin with the letter R, and they want me to liken what the letter R is to numerology as far as the vibration. The letter R vibrates to the number 9. And the number 9 is all about being the humanitarian, being of selfless service to other people. It's about allowing. It's about letting go. It's about receiving. It's about, you know, being in the divine feminine energy of just creating and letting things unfold in its own divine timing. So they wanted that to be part of the message for the pink opal people as well. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. I want to send out a big thank you to all of you through 2017 and even further, and as we move forward. Thank you all for your love, your support, your caring, your kindness, your comments, your sharing of my videos, your subscription to my channels, those of you that have gotten readings and healings and even purchased any of my products through my website. Thank you so much. I love all of you so much. I'm so grateful and thankful to each and every one of you. I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.